Hello, my name is Tracy Allen and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. I'm on the downhill slope of my day of cooking today, preparing for a fundraising event that we have for our local Pedal Pushers. And Pedal Pushers is a service organization for our community that I'm part of. We have a grab and go tomorrow, and I've been making desserts and rolls all day. And if you've watched other videos, or if this is the first one, you may have seen, because I've done several today. Why waste an opportunity, right? So anyway, I'm going to show you a recipe, for a super easy recipe for a coconut cream cake. And again, I've stated it before, but if I want something coconut, like I love coconut cream pie, or coconut, anything with coconut in it, I have to make it when I'm going somewhere so that I can have some of it, because I just can't eat a whole dessert by myself, and my husband doesn't like coconut. So we're going to start this coconut cream cake with a white cake mix. And you can use the whole egg if you want to, like the package directions tell you. I just want it to be a white cake though. I just like the appearance of the cake better if it's actually a white cake. And to that, I'm going to add the amount of ingredients that my cake mix says. And so I have a half a cup of vegetable oil, and I have 3 egg whites. And I did reserve my egg yolk, so I'm going to go ahead and make some noodles out of that. And then I need 1 cup of water. And I'm just going to beat this on a medium speed for about 2 minutes. Put it in my pan. I have a 9x13 that I sprayed the bottom only, and put it in a 350-degree oven. So I want to do this for 2 minutes. To pour this in my pan and bake it according to your package directions. I think mine, this particular Betty Crocker mix, says in my 9x13, 28 to 33 minutes, or until the toothpick comes out clean. So I will come back and show you what comes next when our cake is done. Okay, we just got our hot cake out of the oven, and while it's still hot, we want to poke holes all over it. I like to use my meat fork, but I can't find it. I don't use it very often, so I'm not sure where we put it. But soon as I get holes poked in this, I'm going to take a can of cream of coconut that I've stirred up really well because it likes to settle, and pour this all over the hot cake. At that point, I want to let it cool completely to room temperature before I go on to cover it and refrigerate it. And you can refrigerate it for an hour, or you can do it overnight and then finish the cake the next morning. Because all that's left at this point, after it cools completely and is refrigerated, is to put my whipped cream that's been thawed and my coconut, and it'll be 16 ounces of Cool Whip and anywhere from 1 to 2 cups of coconut. That's totally up to you and your preference. Cream of coconut all over. Let that soak in. Okay. Now I'm going to let this come to room temperature, like I said, and then I will cover it and refrigerate it for at least an hour. But it'll probably be overnight. I'll probably finish this up in the morning. Hello and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. I'm going to throw a couple of desserts together, and I've got a couple of reasons that these are the particular desserts I'm going to share with you. One of them being that I have some peaches I need to use up, so I'm going to show you a recipe for some fresh peach crumb bars. And then another one, our grandkids are coming, so there's a brownie recipe I'm going to share. So anyway, in my bowl I have 3 cups of flour. There's my first I have 3 cups of flour in my bowl. To that, I'm going to add or whisk in 1 cup of sugar and a teaspoon of baking powder, the last of this can. Okay. Half a teaspoon of salt. And a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'll whisk those together, and then I have a cup of cold butter that I want to whisk or to cut into this. Butter that I've cubed up, and that's unsalted butter, and I want to cut this in until it's crumbly. Okay, so I've mixed in or cut in that 1 cup of cold butter that I cubed up. Now I'm going to add to that 1 egg that I've beaten just slightly. Mix that in, and then this is going to be really crumbly, but you want to press it, about half of it, into a sprayed 9x13, and we're preheating our oven to 350. Again, this is going to be super crumbly, but it's fine because when that butter melts in, we'll make it nice and perfect crust. Okay, about half of it. Press that in. Just a little bit more of it. So that's our crust layer. So I'm going to set this aside and we're going to do our peach layer. So I have our fresh peaches that I peeled and diced up. And I'm going to add to that a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And I want to put in a tablespoon of cornstarch for a thickener. A 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm just going to eyeball this one. And then I have a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice to kind of keep those peaches from turning brown. I'm going to mix all that together, and then this goes over our crust. And then I'm going to take the rest of that topping or crust and put that over the top. Then I'm going to put this in that 350-degree oven and bake it for 50 to 55 minutes or until it's lightly brown. Now you can even take and dot the crust with a little more butter if you want to, but the butter that's in it will melt down. Peaches distributed. Okay. Put the rest of this over the top. And bake it. Once it comes out of the oven, I'm going to go ahead and let it cool to room temperature. Then I want to chill it. And once it's completely chilled, I can go ahead and ice them. And the icing will be a combination of 1 cup of powdered sugar that I mix with 1 tablespoon of milk and another 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. So I will show you these once they're out of the refrigerator, out of the oven first, then the refrigerator, and then I ice them. Okay, our peach bars have been in the refrigerator chilling, and I have in my bowl, I have some powdered sugar, about 1 cup of powdered sugar that I'm going to add about a tablespoon of milk to, and then a 1/4 teaspoon or just a few drops of almond extract. You just don't want to overdo the almond. We'll mix this up and then we'll drizzle it over the top of those bars, and then they'll be ready to go. Just a little bit thinner. There we go. These will be ready to go. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.